Hello, I'm Dr. Robert LaLouche, board-certified OBGYN physician with over 30 years of clinical experience. And today's topic of weight loss is weight loss postpartum. How do you get your weight down after you've had a baby? So again, just trying to give a few general tips that might be of help. It's not a full diet weight loss program, but my years of experience have showed me some things that some advice that have been helpful to my patients. So first of all, you have to recognize having a baby is a lot of work, and you've got sleep deprivation, and sleep deprivation is the enemy of weight loss. And unless you have someone else taking care of your baby, it's pretty hard to get as much sleep as you can, but focus on that. The first thing off the bat is breastfeeding. Breastfeeding is wonderful for weight loss. You're burning 500 calories a day, and that will really help with your weight loss goals. Oftentimes I have patients just ask, how can you just suck the fat out of me? Well, that's literally what breastfeeding is, because a large portion of breast milk is fat. So, but if you can't breastfeed or it's not right for you, that's okay. There are other things you can do. Another thing you should do is set realistic goals. Only if you're a movie star and you have a whole entourage that takes care of your baby and that cooks healthy food for you and that coaches you on your exercise can you expect to get these incredible, quick return to normal weight that you see for the movie stars. So reset your goals. It's gonna set you up for failure, for exhaustion, for misery, if you expect to do the weight loss really quickly. I generally recommend that you plan 1 to 2 years to get to your goal weight. That's a tough amount of time. That's a lot, but it's a little bit more realistic. You can adjust that based on breastfeeding, and again, depends on whether you have 1 new child or 4 at home. That affects you as well. So don't be afraid to ask for some help with your child, to take some time for yourself. So I'm going to tell you what the best exercise is to bring your weight down, the absolute best. And of course, your mind's going to be racing. What can it be? So the answer is, it's the exercise that you like, okay? Because you'll do it. If it's running or this or that and you don't like that, then you'll do it a little bit, but then you won't do it. So you need to make exercise an important, fun, relaxing part of your life. Do it with some friends, do it with your family, do it with your kids. For example, I can tell you that when I had my little kids, and when I was in charge of watching them, and my wife was off doing something else, I found that if I went on a elliptical machine or treadmill at home to exercise, they'd get their fingers, they couldn't leave me alone. So instead what we did is put on some music and just dance around. Turns out kids run out of gas fast. So in 5 or 10 minutes, they were done. And then I could do my exercise and they'd play with their coloring books or Legos. And that gave me a little break to do exactly what I wanted to do. The funny thing about kids, though, is that their energy doesn't last very long, but it comes back right away. So half hour later, they'll be energetic again. The other thing is, whatever diet program that you choose, you've seen some of my other episodes, give yourself a little bit of time for it, and make it so that it's a break, it's an enjoyment. That's the exercise part. The eating part is important as well. Oftentimes you're busy, maybe you also have a job, you're taking care of 1 or more children and the job and your household. That's a lot of tasks, so often you'll end up not planning for eating and eat on the go, some of the kids' snacks, which don't help with dieting. So having some planning for the food, so you have good food choices available to you rather than whatever chips or Happy Meal seems to be available, that can help your diet plan as well. So not an exhaustive, detailed description on a plan, but a few helpful pointers that might help. I'm going to close with one more pointer, And that is that studies have shown that kids who spend a little bit of time away from their mom or their parents early on at a young age do better in school. So my point is, once you've established yourself in a good routine and you've bonded with your child and you have a good support system, you're not a bad parent, you're an excellent parent if you take some me time, some time for yourself, some time to have a break with friends, time to go work out, and then you will know that your kids will start to come to realize that they are okay if they're in good supervision, but not necessarily with you all the time. And so when they actually go to their first school and you aren't there, they're not panicking because you're not around. They actually can focus on learning rather than on, where's mom? I don't know what to do. Okay, so get a good support system in, take some time for yourself. That will help you in your journey as well. Especially if you're working, take care of the kids, taking care of the house, no time for yourself, then oftentimes weight loss is quite difficult in that circumstance. I hope you found these tips helpful, and leave us feedback. Thank you.